How's it going, everyone? Well, I couldn't wait any longer to try some FPV with the UMX B25 here. I have the Spectrum camera and it fits perfectly in the nose, just a little double-sided servo tape to secure it right here and then some tape on the sides, and it's pretty solid. I have a Y connector that's going to power the camera transmitter and the airplane off of the main battery, and that's just kind of stuffed into the fuselage there. Battery's a 320 milliamp single cell pack. I have the landing gear on because I want to try an FPV rolling takeoff and then try to land at FPV. We'll see how that goes. It might fly a little better without the landing gear, but I figured it might be fun to try it anyway. So let's get it flying. All right, guys, I've got the audio synced up to the FPV video, so I'm going to roll it out and we're going to take off. All right, here we go. Just ease back on the elevator. Whoa, just got over that grass, but we're up. And let's see how this thing does. We've got a little bit of breeze up, so it might be a little bumpy. So far, pretty good. I think the balance seems okay. About half throttle right now. The sun is just over the horizon, so that's a little bit of a problem. Come back overhead. All right, pretty good. There's our shadow, sweeping along over the ocean, headed to Tokyo. I don't want to get too low because I have to remember that gear is down. And you can see it bumping around just a little bit. Let's climb it out. I'm going to keep this flight kind of short because I don't want to lose video and I don't want to lose the main battery either. Yeah, we're getting a bit bumpy, but we're going to make a bombing run over the playground there. And a little multi-path right there, but no problem. Well, it's handling it very well. There's no question this can carry the camera. Turn back into the wind a bit. Yeah, that sun is just right there. That's kind of a problem right now for FPV. It's too early in the morning. Scrape by some trees. So I think a little later in the afternoon or even the evening might be a bit better as far as the light goes with this camera. But this is pretty good. It definitely works. Unobstructed view up front. It's the gunner's view. Wind is kicking up. I can feel it in the airplane. I can feel it on me. So the landing should be a little interesting. This is kind of just a test to see how this works. All right, I think I'm losing power a little. I may be pushing this. Yeah, I've lost power. And we're just going to go in right there. Went out of power real quick, so no FPV landing today with that. Let's go pick up the airplane. I see the airplane out over there, taking the old walk of shame out into the field here. Hopefully it won't be too damaged. I did try to pull the nose up before it went in, but just lost that power really fast, so may not have quite the flight time using that main pack for both the power and the FPV, but we'll see. There's the plane. Ditched after bombing run. So I guess that makes us in China somewhere. Let's see. Got a little bend in the nose gear there. That doesn't look too bad. And the airplane looks fine, other than having some ants on it. Actually, everything looks good. Just a little bend in the gear, but the grass definitely saved it. Camera looks fine. Everything looks good. All right, that's good. Everything looks fine. There's no damage, just a little bend in that nose gear. I did manage to pull up on that elevator just before it went in, and then the grass kind of saved it. So good news. Definitely will fly again. I think I have to reduce the flight time I'm going to try some new batteries. This battery is getting kind of old, so it may not have quite the power left to run the airplane and the FPV camera. Probably should try a little bit of a bigger pack. I think the CG is still fine. Other option is to put the camera on top of the cockpit right there so that the CG is a little further back, and then use a bigger battery up front. So there's a couple different options, but definitely this airplane is going to do FPV very well. It's very smooth, very easy flying. Conditions aren't great today because the sun is still low, and that definitely affected the camera, but I think once I have the right conditions and get the balance right and get the power right, you can fly this airplane probably through the trees and around obstacles and have a lot of fun with it. So very cool first flight, guys. Thanks for watching UMX B25 FPV. See you next time.